beings. Forever awesome in the house.
Yes, Forever Awesome is here. And greetings, everyone.
Yay. Welcome. Janneke Hellebrekers, aka Miss Hellbreaker, here. And here we have
Hydro Hellbreakers, all up in the house.
Yay.
You know how we do it.
Yeah, we share like inspirational and motivational videos about traveling, about health, about detoxing, about lifestyle, and also about relationship and communication, and also about like general things that people come across in life, just to help people out and support people and to know you're not the only ones out there. And today we're going to be sharing about overcoming obstacles and overcoming challenges. Like everybody has these. Like it's not easy in this reality.
No, it isn't.
For a lot of people, it's like not easy at this moment. And that's why we also want to let people like know, like, and remember you're bigger than whatever comes at you. You're bigger than that, and also like whatever comes at you, it comes back at anything that is sending anything. So
You mean negative wise, right?
yeah, if anybody sends negative something at you, know that they get it back hundredfold.
Much worse.
Yes, also just know that, and also have faith and hope.
So in other words, there must be a consequence for putting harm against you.
Yeah, also, yeah, just know that. Like you're protected, you're like cared for, you're protected and guided, but also have faith and have hope that things will get better.
They do work out in the end. Trust me, they do. We've been through some tough times, still going through some tough times. And if you just like hold it together, things do work out because things must balance out. So there is good that comes with a lot of bad, even though it seems like a lot of the bad overshadows the good that we think some of the good is here, but a lot of times we think it's heavy. It is heavy, actually.
Yeah,
I think
it's not easy.
Yeah, I think for the most part, like us that are walking this righteous path, we're actually going through like they say there's a balance, like, but for us it seems like it's not really a balance. We go through more hard times than we get and the reward is not really there. And we have more of the tough times, and it is a challenge towards us because we are waking up. A lot of us are already here. And we're here to make things better. And the system, the way it runs as it is, a lot of things don't like change or want to be changed. So our mission is going to be much more difficult for us and for a lot of you out there. But we must hold it together, band together, and keep pushing to make this change. Stay positive, don't give up, and just keep your soul intact. Keep your whole health and wellness intact. Keep it all going. Keep the power of the Most High in you at all times.
Oh, well said. But it's also like if everybody going that way and you're the only one going into the stream, like against the stream, it's not easy and it takes a lot of courage. It takes a lot of guts to go against the stream.
Yeah, we started that flow like the way things run, the same old. What I mean by that is like whatever program is running, and if we're not agreeing with that program, the program that's running is always the stream, it's always the main flow. You know how people say go with the flow. When it's time to make the change, you can't go with the flow. You have to walk that narrow path. You have to go against the current. So there's going to be a lot of pushback. There's going to be a lot of things against you. But you just have to keep doing your best, no matter what it is. If you really want that goal and change and make things better, you really have to keep pushing.
And also know where you want to go. Like have that goal in mind, but still also enjoy the journey towards the destination. Not only the destination, but also know like where you are now, that you want to change that and where you are going, but also make the most of every day, make the most of every moment, and see also the good things in every day. And then you also focus on the beautiful things that are already there.
Yeah, I was thinking like that is true because a lot of times when we're going through this journey, whether good or tough times, we tend to think about like the end goal, what we're gonna get, and like I can't wait to get there. And like nobody knows what's gonna be like when you get there. It can be like you can get there and you can still have the same troubles. So with that being said, what you want to do is try your best to just enjoy the moment mission, even though it will be rough. Things you can't change, just try not to feed too much energy into it and just think, oh, it's gonna pass and we'll pass, it'll get better, and it will when you go forward with it. you'll come to realize that the most important thing, well, not the most important, but one of the most important things that we leave out, we always look towards the end goal, but we don't like pay attention to the way that we got there. And I think that's important that we also keep focused the way that we're getting there and live in this moment and not try to like be too much in the past or in the future, so we don't put this moment in there. And then like you'll live your whole life and realize I'm here, but man, I don't really remember what I did to get. Well, I do remember what I did to get here, but I didn't really get to enjoy it like I could have. I could have done this differently. I could have done that differently. And you know what? I'm gonna just tell you that the mission that you're on now, this moment right now, just enjoy that as much as you can. Yeah, it's gonna be hard times and tough times, but just keep focused on the moment, because you'll love to live all of this. Because when you get to your end goal, you'll get to not only enjoy the fruits of the labor of reaching the end goal, but you'll also get to enjoy that fact that you participated and you really were there, present, getting there in the first place.
It's really also about more presence in the moment itself, so we can really enjoy this moment. And you're also quicker in balance. Like if something happens and you are like you're triggered or you're emotional, you come quicker towards it. You quicker into balance again after something happens. Well, if you have more like awareness in the moment, more presence, more mindfulness. And it's really about like not being in the past, not worrying about the future. Still, like you can do, like you need to plan certain things, or you need to organize certain things. But for the rest, try to be as much as possible in the now and be with everything what you're doing, and focus really on those things.
Nice, nicely said. Definitely be in the moment. Focus on now, because you don't want to fast forward through it. You want to live it. Live your now. Don't fast forward through it thinking you're going to find something at the end. Live your now. Stay present.
And the more you are present this moment, the more the present is a gift, and the more you can still with it. Like there's so many beautiful things as well. And I'm also so grateful that we have each other with this, because sometimes we're like, oh my God, at least we have each other.
Yeah, we're team awesome up in here.
At least we have each other to help us through certain things. And that is really beautiful to have. And I'm really grateful for that. Like, because it makes it less difficult. And that's why we also want to be there for other people, because we also understand that a lot of people don't have others there for them. So no, we are out there. We have all our websites underneath here. You can make you can book appointments with us and stuff for coaching for each one of us, or together, or holding space, or whatever you need.
Yeah, if you guys need to talk, we're here. We'll talk to you.
Yes.
We can learn from each other. I said this before, but like seriously, we learn from each other. If we need to talk this out, we can figure this whole thing out. We might not figure it out all, completely, but at least we can relate to some things that we're all going through together at the same time.
Yeah, I know that you're not alone. You're not alone. And I see us also in the future having like coming together with like-minded people, like having Zoom meetings. So if people are interested in that, like let us know, and then we can set it up as well at one point. Because like when you help each other, when you can learn from each other, when you grow from each other, it has it is so nice to have that around you as well.
Yeah, it is nice to have that. I know it can be tough when you don't have that, when you're alone. A lot of people, a lot of us that are coming into this truth, and I say that with like just the awakening of new knowledge, or old knowledge, or knowledge that we didn't have before that we have now. You find yourself isolated by yourself, the black sheep of the family. You're alone. You might find yourself like locked off in your room, just like searching information and learning about like everything that you thought you knew and you don't know.
You need that isolation period.
Yeah,
yourself.
Isolation is good to help find yourself. But then after the isolation is up, now you kind of want to share, and you you really can't share with anybody, but you do want to share, and can most likely share with the like-minded. And then after you get your information, you get your isolation, you build yourself, your growth and expansion of yourself. You can go and you can connect with the like-minded, and you can share the information, and you guys can pass all these thoughts and ideas and information back and forth. It's really nice. It's just, even if you don't get anywhere with it, it's always going to be some positive energy that comes with this. You walk that righteous path. Nothing but good can come out of it if you have the right ones. Sometimes you have people that can, well, what's good then?
But that's also challenges on your path that come, that you think like, oh, you found the right person, but then it's not. So you
Or the right
also
people or
learn.
persons, like just
People.
people in general.
Yeah, you also learn from that. Like one of our biggest challenges on our part was like that we ended up in a cult and we had to escape that. That's like a really huge challenge on our path. But we met each other there. So a lot of times the challenges that you come across have a reason. There's like a deeper knowledge, a deeper learning from that, like afterwards. Like if something was really like universe brought you somewhere else than you thought it was, it's almost for a reason. There's a bigger purpose in there. It's a learning in there. It's a lesson in there. And you also have much more depth because you understand the challenges that other people are facing as well. So that's why it makes you also have more compassion for others. And that's why we also have a lot of compassion for others, like what they're facing. And so that's why we're like our heart goes out to a lot of people that are having hardships and that are suffering, and our heart goes out to everybody. So if you're like also going through challenges times, our heart goes also out to you.
Yes, for sure. And I do recall like the time period when I was first coming into this awakening of the truth. And when I say truth, I just mean like new information, things you learned that were hidden from you. And you learn what this whole thing really is. You might come off to be a bit cocky because you might think you know some stuff. You might be like a little bit judgmental. But after a while, if you do have a good heart, it'll make full circle back around to like excuse me, maybe 180, not full circle, because you'll be back to where I'm at. You'll make the 180 back to being like non-judgmental and being understanding and having compassion because you were there at one point at one time, and now you're coming back to the understanding of how you felt and how you were uncomfortable and how it didn't work out for you or did work out. Now you can also relate to other people that way, and you can kind of help guide them, work together, so to speak, and with this thing that we're living in, this realm that we're living in right now.
Yeah, and this is also part of your path. First, finding things out in this reality, doing the shadow work, going to like the dark night of the soul, and then you healing yourself. And once you come out of there, you want to share, you want to help others, you want to support others, you want to be of service to others, and then you help heal other people while you're still also healing. And that's what you also really learn from it. So whatever you come across on your path, notice for a reason, because once you are like starting to help others on your path, they like a lot of times they have the same challenges that you are facing or you face in the past. So you know better how to be of service to them.
I like that when you find somebody that has this, because you may have gone through the experience, and rather than giving advice, I don't really give advice. You could just share your experience and how what you did when you went through that same situation, and it may or may not help them, but a lot of times it does help. So it's nice to share your experience. But like, hey, I went through that too. This is what I did. This is what happened to me. This is how I felt. Give them, just let them know, like,
Yeah.
just share the information and what your experiences were with it.
Yeah, and just having that recognition from each other, and also to know that like everything is acknowledged, whatever they like. We sometimes say, oh yeah, my trauma is less than your trauma, but everybody has different traumas. Like everybody has different things that they're like, it's challenging for them. For you, like one person, for this is really challenging if they're facing this, and the other person is facing this. Like we all have different things and we have all different wounds. So that's why we can help each other in different places.
Nice. I have a quick example of that one. Like she knows my some of my life story, well, a lot of my life story.
Mm-hmm.
And I went through a tough time growing up. So tough that it was kind of like, I'll say it was hellish, basically, from like child to growing up. And I explained a lot of stories and things I went through by that time. She's like, oh my gosh, she's like, I thought I had a hard life and things were bad. And I thought but you had it worse than I did. I'm like, well, even though it may appear that I have had it worse, I believe we all have getting what we need to become who we are today. So it's not that mine was worse and that, I'm much more of a stronger person or this and that than the next person because I dealt with more stuff than she did. Or I want to say, even though what she went through might have seemed like a lot less, it was just enough to put her to where she is right now. And what I went through, the harshness I went through, was just enough to make me who I am for today. So I think we're given the amount that we need for our growth and expansion as long as we take and use it the right way. You know what I mean? You can take it and use it as a victim mode too, and not grow and expand and just become something else. But we tend to take that and use it as power. So I needed all that hellish growing up to become who and what I am today. And you had just what you need just to become who you are. So just because mine's not greater than yours, my suffering is not greater than yours makes me better than anybody. And yours not less. Yours being less doesn't make it really less. You know what I mean? It just is what it is. You got what you got to become what you are today.
And everybody has their own life experience, and it's all necessary to become who you are right now. And be very proud of who you become. And know that you're bigger than all your challenges. And know you're here for a reason. You are here for a reason. And even if you didn't find your purpose yet or why you're here, no, it will, you will find out, and it will become more clear, and the puzzle pieces will come together. And know that like it will come at one point. And you can even ask for help finding your purpose. But we have different roles. We have like so many different roles and so many different things that we are like working on and projects, and we are like very diverse. We don't have a niche. No. But we have like different things that we can really
We have multiple skill set we can do. We have so many different things where we're working constantly.
Yeah.
On a daily.
Yeah. And so we have a lot of different things where we can, on different layers, we can really help people. So feel free to reach out to us and know that you're bigger than all your challenges, and know you will overcome anything. And you've got this.
Because yes, exactly. Because we do have challenges and obstacles.
Yeah, we still have that.
Yeah.
Also.
And sometimes I might I might get triggered or trip out of it, but then I pull it back together because she always reminds me that it will work out. You just have to just get through it. And a lot of times these obstacles can make you feel like, yo, this is the end, this is it, I can't do it anymore. You know what I mean? But then you just she'll tell me, and I'll just do your best, work through it. And she'll give me a solution, like if there's a problem, we'll try to fix it this way, do it that way, and then I'll do it. I'm like, oh, it works. Okay.
And sometimes I just need him to hold me when I'm crying.
Yeah.
I don't even need a fixing or solution, just holding space and holding me, or like sometimes I'm just like crying, it's like, will this
it can be personal, it can be personal and emotional, or it can be something with the structure we're living in, it could be something with bills, it could be something with financial, it could be something. And I feel like I'm ready to snap every now and then, but she also pulls it together. And then it does work out. Like we just say, you know what, we can't really change it. We can only do our best we can to manage whatever situation at the moment. And then it works out, and then it just goes away.
And sometimes it's like the solutions are like so crazy. You have almost like a breakdown. You think like, oh, will it ever get better? And then suddenly there's a solution coming from out of nowhere, and you're like, that makes you also believe there's a higher power. That makes you also believe there's a higher power.
You expect the solution, it just comes out of nowhere.
Yeah, suddenly we're like, oh, it's that makes you also want to believe in something higher, because you can't make this shit up. How many challenges we got, but also how much help we got, how much synchronicities came on our path, how much certain people came suddenly on our path. Suddenly we got like this and this coming to us. So it's always like we gotta always divine intervention. Also, it looks like this. We're already doing this for such a long time, and we winter so much. But it always works out in the end. But yeah, sometimes it's not the end. Yes.
No, it feels like it is. But like I said, the solution, we get pulled out of we get pulled out of a gym. We got pulled out of a gym many times. Like, man, I don't know how we're gonna do this today. I'm like, oh, we got this and that, or we can't go here, we can't do that, or this is happening, that's happening. I don't know what we're gonna do. And then miracle happens. I don't know. I think it's just like I said, I don't know if it's a miracle or the universe just has our back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's guiding us. It's it gives us a little bit, I think it hits us a little bit, nudges us, so we're not too comfortable to make us push even more forward to get things done even quicker. Not quicker, but get things done more efficiently.
And to make us even stronger.
And stronger, that's the movement,
be stronger, more versatile, have more hope and faith, and have even more stronger. We are like, oh, this is not working, then we try this. Oh, this is not working, we try this. And in the meantime, we're just building our imperium and working out different things until something works, and this works, and this works. And that is, it's just like a learning experience as well. We keep on learning, we keep on growing, we keep on evolving, regardless of all the challenges. So know that you're not alone. know that everybody is facing these challenges, bigger or smaller, in different ways, everybody. And it's about overcoming them and knowing you can do it, and it will. And don't sweat too much on those like big things, like the mountains, but no, like focus on little steps. What can you do tomorrow? What can you do now? What can you do tomorrow? You don't have to make it already like as if you're like, how can you make sure you're there already? No, what are little steps that you can make already today to set you up for a better tomorrow? So there's a little, like quite some things that you can already do now. And it doesn't have to be that big of a steps, but little steps will get you there. And then in the end, it's you made a whole big journey.
Yes, indeed. And you could be proud of that journey because you went through it. So, hey, create a reward for yourself if you have to. If nobody's gonna give you one, you give yourself the reward.
That's a good one.
You know what I mean? Like, for real.
Wish I had like a statue, like reward for you, like here.
Go out and get your favorite food, do something like
little things, like
anything.
Celebrate life and little things, like reward yourself and be proud of yourself, even if little things. And then also celebrate each day, like what makes you happy in that day, you did something great, pat yourself on the back, like, oh, you did this great. Like in the past, I was like, when I was working somewhere, I wanted people saying like, oh, you did this great, but they never do that. So I learned to say that to myself. Oh, what an amazing report I'm making here. Like, I made an amazing report. Like, get yourself a pat on the back. You don't have to do it yourself.
Yeah, I don't, like when I was teaching you too, we was teaching each other stuff. I just started Shotcut. But I was teaching, trying to share with her, that, like, the worst thing you could do when it comes to like, not patting her, but receiving external validation. Because as soon as they say, they give you something that gives you, makes you feel really, really good about yourself, they take it back that quickly and just flip it. And the next thing you know, your vibration changes. You're not so like high vibrational like you want to be. You're not feeling good about yourself. And if you're used to getting external validation, it can kind of make you sad or depressed or something. But like, I come from a place where like you might get that, but you just give it to yourself. You become your own like person that rewards you. It tells you how good you're doing. That's what she said, pat yourself on the back. If I know I'm doing good, I'm doing good. Don't really need nobody something good, but it's nice to hear. But
yeah, and then it's extra, and then another person also doesn't have that power over you to suddenly bring you out of your balance, or suddenly you're like sad just because someone said something. That's especially on social media.
That's what it's about.
Make the most crazy.
Take your power back and keep your power. That's exactly what it's about.
So don't let anybody else get you out of your balance. Don't let your peace is so much more important over anything else. So you have to make yourself strong and have that inspiration from within, and also have that encouragement from within. Like someone wrote a meme like this week, it's like, how do you know you're doing the right thing? You just know you're doing the right thing. Know that inside of you that you're doing the right thing. And by you doing the right thing, even if nobody's watching, that is integrity. That is doing the right path. That is following your heart. And then that is what you want to do, because it feels good to you in the moment.
Yes, it does indeed. It does indeed. You'll see how like your positive energy and doing the right thing, you'll see how it affects different people. You'll see who's who, because the veil is basically lifted by people's reaction that you're around. And you're very positive, and you have you're shining that bright light, and you're feeling good about yourself. Just look around and see the reactions. You don't have to, but just see the reactions of different people. It'll attract some people to be, oh my God, you got good energy. I like your vibe. You'll see some sitting in the corner, just maybe side eye or whatever. Stick positive. Just you know how to navigate. It'll just help you how to navigate as well. And shout out to the people that aren't feeling good. I hope they feel better. The ones that are looking up at you with the side eye. Hopefully they get hit with the good positive energy, and it enlightens them as well. Because we all can use some enlightenment. It's goodness and greatness of growth and expansion.
And you deserve people around you that love you, and that you feel loved by them, and that you feel encouraged and you feel supported. And that also is really brings extra into your life. And that is, but first it needs to come from yourself.
Yep, from within.
Yes.
And you.
Oh, we covered so many different parts of this.
Yeah, it's pretty
You
nice.
can think yourself this all would come out, no?
I know I had another topic. We're gonna do more topics.
Yeah.
But I was thinking of something different. And she's like, we'll do this one here. I'm like, really? We'll just freestyle it. And like, so now, when you freestyle it, what I like about that is like a lot of the truth comes out. You know, you're not writing stuff down, just the truth comes right out of you. And then you just lay it right out here.
And also so many different layers and so many different perspectives of the same team. And we both bring it from from a different place.
Yeah.
So
that's
I'm
cool.
really happy with this video. So I hope you are also very happy with this video, and write a comment underneath here.
Oh wait, one more thing.
Yeah.
We should tell them about our shop.
So, okay. So we have like the things that we share is like coaching together, coaching separately. I also give yoga, meditation, breathwork, workshops, coaching, healings, and healing courses, and books. I write also books. And now recently we also had a merchandise shop from Forever Awesome. And we make, what was it? T-shirts, all sort of different colors.
We got hats, t-shirts, hoodies, your mugs, your cups.
With our logo on it.
With our Forever Awesome logo on there.
To remind you and everybody, like you walk around, remind everybody how awesome they are.
And you'll see the merchandise on us eventually. A little difficult with mailing situation, but it's all good. But you guys in America or anywhere you are, that are where we are, you should be able to check out the stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, so check it. We have our link also from the merchandise down there. So you can also get merchandise. And yeah, it's really cool. I really love our logo. So it's
yeah,
really
me too.
cool.
It's really awesome. We put it together. We work together really well. It's really nice. Check out the store. The link is in the description. And you were saying about like in comment, share. Definitely comment.
Yeah, and subscribe for more inspirational content. I know how appreciated you are. Thank you for being here, and hope you really like what we're sharing and know that there's more coming.
And we give thanks to everybody.
Thank you.
So love, light, peace, power, and happiness to everybody out there. So you remain forever awesome.
Bye bye.